Hello, this is Katie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time. This is my first video on my new phone. I got the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. I'm hoping it's, I don't know, clear and maybe better at focusing than my last phone. I went to Ben Franklin, a local craft store, and I got a few things in the same line. I wanted to kind of make a bundle of cards using it, and I wanted to utilize these stickers instead of doing stamping images and sentiments and things. So I'm going to be making 4 cards. I've got the sticker sheet. This is from Echo Park, and it's called Winter Fun. This just says Element Sticker. So I don't think the sticker sheet has a name, but I'll be using some of these in making the cards. Then I got the snowman one. It's got snow on the back. This is called Snowman Season, the name of those 2. And I got a couple of those. I get usually more than one because I want to do something with the back. I'm not going to be using the backs of these in this video, but I might for future cards. This one's got some animals and snow globes, and then I think like holly and berries, but just navy on blue or black on steel gray. I don't know. Frosty Friends Snow Globes is that one. So I have a couple of those, and then snowflakes, and then pink snow and some snowflakes. Winter is coming. Snowflakes on those 2. And then I just shopped the closest navy blue because I'm going to use this on the background and the focus panel on some of the cards. So I tried to like hold this up to the colored sheets they had in the store and kind of got a closer blue. It's not this like steel, blue, but it's close enough for me. So let's make 4 cards. The first one is going to have, I'm going to make 4. I already mentioned that. The first one is going to have a full navy blue background. The others are going to start with a patterned background. So this one, hopefully I can set these somewhere that will work. So I'm going to cut out of the navy blue I have paper still in there, 4 1/4. I'm gonna go a little bit over because I want to make sure I can cover the card base, and I've got enough, so I just don't want it to be too short and have that card base peeking through. So sometimes I just go a smidge over. I'll use that for the other ones, and then I'll grab my tape runner, and we will do the full back on this one. I should have gotten closer to the edge there. I use a lot of adhesive, and I'm not afraid to admit it, because I want to make sure it sticks down, and I'm the one that pays for it. So then we've got, we'll do the corner of the spine and then come down. Somehow still not long enough, but that's okay. You can always cut that off and cut that later. I have a bigger scissors, but you can kind of just shave off the edge a little. So I'll use these, or I have my longer ones. That's fine with me. I just didn't want that rough edge on that one. So for the first card, I'm going to zoom in a little. I'm hoping this works. I haven't done this yet on this phone, and I'm hoping the lighting is better. I got a better right side lighting going on. From our sticker sheet, I'm going to be using the Snow is Falling, and then we're going to put some of the snowflakes around it. So the is, we'll go ahead and just stick that right in the middle and then work around it. So falling can go there. And then snow. So then I'm going to do some of the white and the blue. We'll see how many of those we have. The white and the blue snowflakes. Put this one here. And this one. Try and keep an odd number. I know we've got some smaller ones here. We'll do one there. And then that little one I'm saving for another card. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do 5 total. So this one is got the dark background, so I don't want to put that also on the dark background. So I think I will just go with this little one here. I'm trying to see what else there is in the upper right. That should be good. So super simple. That is our first card. We'll set that one aside. Then for our next one, we are going to be using the snowman background. So I'm going to trim this down. First I'm going to trim this off because if I don't, it doesn't fit in my paper trimmer. So I always have to trim off like the informational strip. And then I'm going to do 4 1/4. I think the 5 1/2 was where it was short last time. So I might go a little bit longer on that one. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I want to make sure to cover our whole card. Then we'll be cutting a smaller blue panel. I will decide how small I want that to be. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Okay. I'll decide how small I want that to be because I want the snowmen on this paper to be visible. I don't want it to be like blocking them out entirely. I want it to be obvious that there's snowmen on the card. And I probably could have picked a different portion of the 12 by 12 paper. There we go. Now we're covered. Different portion of it to make sure that there's like full snowmen right on the edge. You can do that however you want. But I want to make this panel is going to have to fit this guy right here. We're going to be doing him and then putting a sentiment, the We Can Build a Snowman sentiment right below him. So it doesn't need to be a big panel. We can make it kind of small. We'll start with the leftover piece that we have, and then from 4 1/4 we'll take away, I think, 1/2 inch off of both sides, and then we'll hold it up and see. And then from 5 1/2 we'll do 4 1/2. And we'll see how that looks. See, it doesn't fully cover up, but he's not that big. I think we can lose another 1/2 inch total. So 1/2 inch and then a 1/2 inch here, and probably still be just fine. So a little panel, we can see that there's snowmen, even though some of them are a little bit covered up. And then we've got our little, we also need to put the sentiment down. So I think what I'll do is, since I have it next to me, is we'll lift that one up on foam to give it some dimension. So if that'll be the back side. I'll just do, that should be good. And we'll clean those up later. Okay, so I'll just plop this right into the middle. And then our snowman and his snow globe. Kind of center him up on there. And then for this one, for some other sentiments, I've got like a dark blue I'm going to use, or red. I'm going to put some white cardstock behind that so it pops on the blue. But on this one, since it's pink and white, it's pretty. You can tell. And then for this one, I probably should have done is cut it out with a die that's got some texture. But since I already did not do that, what I'm gonna do, hopefully I didn't wiggle you too much, is go back to 2010 and put some dashes, but with extra care. So I have not done a dashed border in years, probably. Try and keep it as straight as I can. And you always got to double back over it because sometimes the pen just picks up its own ink and scrapes it off. I probably could have put that one in the corner. And make sure I don't touch them. I am notorious for messing up the white ink. Now these other ones I'm going to be doing have panels, but I kind of like this look, so I might keep going with it rather than getting out my die cut machine because that's put away. That is pretty cute, I must say. So that is our second card. I'll go let him dry. And then, all right, for the third one, oops, oh, this got ripped. No, I'll just cut it off of this corner. I'm going to do a background of the snow globes, the animals in the snow globes, because they are too cute. So I am going to, again, first trim off, I keep leaving paper in there, trim off our bottom border without trimming off any of our snow globe guys. I'm going to do it this way since the corner is ripped on that one. All right, 4 1/4 plus a little buffer by 5 1/2 plus a little buffer. Then we'll decide what size we want the navy panel to be when we get there, depending on the sticker we're choosing. This one's a little bit bigger. So sorry, hang on. Okay, sorry about that. I think I was choking on nothing. Oops. Snowman sticker I'll be using. He's a little bit taller, so we'll have to figure out what size panel he he's gonna need. But we've got our snow globe background, and then the one I'm going to be using is this one with the hat. And then the Chillin' in the Snow I'm going to put onto some white cardstock, which I know I have a piece somewhere that I can use. I probably threw one away just recently. There we go. So it can be pretty small so that we can still see our snow globey guys. So I'm just gonna do, let's see, Chillin' in the Snow. Yeah. I'm gonna start with 3 inches. Put this one up here. 3 inches by, let's see, how tall is he? We'll do 4 1/4 to start. I probably should have cut a better background. It kind of covers up a lot there. Chillin' in the Snow. That'll have plenty of room. So we'll just go skinnier. I'll take off like 1/4. And look at our, it's not too bad, but the background kind of looks funny. I probably should have centered it a little better, but that's fine. So, we will do foam tape again on this one. And then just a little more on both sides. Oops. So I think next time I would try to plan out the cut background rather than just taking a corner of the paper so that we can maybe see more around that. And then grab our snowman and put him, he's very sticky, kind of upper middle. And then for the Chillin' in the Snow, I'm just going to put this right on here because I need this paper for the other one I'm going to do. And then I'll just hand cut it as straight as I can. Hopefully there's enough room on the next one. And then tape runner that. Okay. And then I'll probably do the dashes on this one too, because I like how that looked. Or we could do dots since it is Chillin' in the Snow, but the dots are going to prove to take longer. So I'm going to do dots around the edge. I'm going to pause while I do that. Okay, so I finished the dots. I think that looks pretty cute. Chillin' in the Snow. So that is our third one. And for the last one, we're going to do the snowflake paper. So luckily this one's pretty solid. I don't have to worry about the background like looking better, or trying to get a better part of it. So I will cut this one down. I need to cut off again the little strip so it will fit in here. So 4 1/4, and then 5 1/2, and then a little bit more. We'll do that one, and then I'll trim down the navy blue now. The one that we're doing is this little guy in the window, and then we're doing Winter is Here in the red for a pop of red. I could also do the Snow Much Fun, but I want to see what the red looks like, and then I'll do that on the white background with that sentiment. So again, we don't need too much. This is about that's about a 2-inch wide image, so I think we can do the 3 again, just to have enough buffer, and then hopefully it's tall enough for that. I'm just going to do 4 inches. So let's do this. I really like this pink snowflakey background. I hope to make some more Christmas cards that have that paper on there. And I basically failed at making Halloween cards this year, even though it's my favorite. I don't know, wasn't feeling it. But I did just get my phone, and I want to make sure it does good videos. So you get this one. And then I think this might be trying to tell me that my rotor circle blade in my trimmer is finally needs replacement after many, many years. But it lasts a very long time. So we have enough of a good background for that one. And then I'm going to do the window, Mr. Window Snowman here. And I'll put him kind of in the upper middle. And then we'll do foam tape again, because I just like how that looks. Maybe I'll cut enough the first time. Go down this side. On the other side. Almost enough. I'll put some balance in the between these as well. So a lot of extra, but that's okay. I think I have a whole other roll in my stash. All right, so we're gonna center, and I think I'll probably do the white dots again because that was really fun, and I think it looked really cute. Oh, the red is gonna work with the red snowflakes, and it's the same red since it's the paper from the same series. So I'll do that here, maybe a little wider. Cut that off, corner, straighten that out a bit. Is the bottom too thick? Maybe a little bit. Do a very small trim. All right, perfect. Then I'll use my tape runner. And then center that. And then I won't make you watch all of these, but I'm going to start with dots in the corners, and then I can kind of meet those all around the edge from the corner. I might need to open that up a little bit. So I will do these dots and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished those ones. So now I'm going to show you all of them. I've got the third one we made. I want to make sure the white ink is still dry. This one I could honestly add some white dots. I feel like it's missing something. Oops, let's get the hair off of there first. Just some white pen. Really need it to come out if it's gonna work. I do like the way it looks. I just wish the pen would flow better. And I don't want to smear any of them. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that one a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Keep our odd number rule. Come on. Why does it have to crap out right when I need it? Oh, I've got more. Let's hope this one, this is a 10 as well. Okay. All right. That one is much cuter with some dots on it. I like that. So that was our first card. Then our second card, we can build a snowman and then chilling in the snow. And winter is here. I really like the dots on the sides for snow. So, those are them. I'm glad that I did this. Usually I'll buy, you know, some things from a series of papers or a kit, and then I end up just not doing it. So I'm glad I made at least 4 of them. Hopefully I'll make some more with the rest of the stickers, but thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.